Hi, and welcome to the Beyond the Falls podcast. I'm Sarah Jenkins, and I've got Shane Manor with Fairway here. We're going to talk a little bit about mortgages and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But the first thing I want to do is ask you, what is your connection to River Falls?
That's a great question. So, we talked about it a little bit, but I went to school here, went to UW River Falls, played basketball here. So I've been around the area for a long time, lived here for years, and then now I don't live too far from the area as well. So
You're still helping to serve people in our community.
Absolutely.
And tell us the story. So did you go to school to do what you're doing now?
No, I actually, when I came here, I have a passion for the outdoors and things like that. So I actually went to school for conservation and wildlife biology. So it had nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. But after I was done playing basketball, I tried to explore the option of playing overseas and things like that and playing after college, and stuff just didn't work out. And I decided to kind of move back home, which I'm originally from the Eau Claire, Wisconsin area. And from there, I just kind of jumped into the workforce, and I started selling fitness equipment and kind of helping, a family friend out and things like that. And then it came full circle, and a buddy of mine got into mortgages, and he's like, that I actually played with here at River Falls, and he talked me into getting the mortgages, and about 7 years in, and it's been great so far.
So your teammates in college?
Yep, teammates, best friends, everything. Yep.
Were you roommates too?
No, we were not roommates. He's actually a few years younger than me, and he's done extremely well. He was the number one loan officer in all of Fairway last year.
Wow.
And he's either the number one or the top 3 in all of Minnesota of last year.
Wow, that's awesome.
So he's built up quite a business, and it's great to have a mentor like that. He's basically allowed me to go underneath his wing and kind of build my business and things like that, and stuff has been absolutely phenomenal.
So, that's awesome. I love it. You guys were teammates, and you still get to work together. And
absolutely.
What a great relationship. Really.
For sure.
I'm going to dive right in.
Okay.
We're going to start talking about mortgages. Okay. So I'm going to ask right away. I know you don't have a crystal ball.
Yep.
But rates have we're filming this, it's early February now.
Yep.
Rates kind of took a little dip last month.
Yep.
Now they're kind of crept back up like we've kind of seen over the years.
Yeah.
But what is your prediction on kind of what do you think we're going to see 2026?
There's a lot of movement in general of stuff in the market that's going to be happening. We have a Fed chair, a new Fed chair that's going to be coming in, which is going to hopefully spark a little bit more excitement in terms of where the mortgage bond market's going to go and what the Fed's going to do and their kind of appetite for different things. So first and foremost, that's going to be a big, hopefully, push to help these rates kind of tick down a little bit and give us a little bit better market. On top of that, we follow a lot of different reports like the jobs reports, inflation reports, and all that. And all those numbers have been coming back where it's more favorable for where mortgage rates should be coming down. So we just got some information that the jobs reports in January were down big time. People are getting laid off, which is natural after the holidays and things like that. So we're starting to see that give a little bit, which is always, hate to say, it's usually beneficial in our world in the real estate market, rates and stuff, to help stimulate the market in the economy. So I do think that stuff will start coming down. Now, I don't think it's going to be a huge drop right away.
Okay.
But I do think we're going to start seeing stuff get in those 5s, and hopefully, we can get in that mid-5 range as we kind of head throughout the year and start seeing some better rates.
Yeah.
So,
do you feel like do you think there is a special number that gets those buyers off the fence or the sellers that maybe are looking to do the move up home?
Yeah. I think a really good number or solid number is if we can hit that mid-5 range, even the upper 5, it's going to spark a lot more interest for buyers and stuff to get out there and sellers to get more active. It's just the gap from affordability. Everybody's still hung up on the COVID years when rates are super low, which is a big anomaly. It's something that we probably won't see ever again.
Yep.
But, before when we were basically, if you had a 3% interest rate and we're pushing almost 8% here over the last couple of years, that's a hard pill to swallow. But if you can go from a 3% to 5.5%, that's much easier, especially with the amount of equity that's been built up in a lot of these homes. You can get a pretty good deal, or there's enough equity to actually make it make sense financially on that next step up. Yeah. So, yeah.
Because homeowners right now have probably a historical amount of equity built in there.
And I just saw a stat on the whole equity side. 2/3 of US's actual net worth is built in home equity. Yes. So with that being said, that's a huge plus for anybody that's looking to move up or looking to move into home ownership.
I love that you just said that, because I am a huge believer in home ownership is absolutely a wealth builder for anyone. So I just like that you just said that. I don't know if people always realize it, or even first-time home buyers necessarily, how big of a step that is.
It is. It's huge. And there's another stat that just came out too, that people that have or own a home compared to people that are renting, they also have an average of 44% more net worth by owning a home compared to renting over the years. So,
so right now, I would say affordability, right?
Yep.
That's a challenge.
Yes.
Especially maybe a first-time home buyer trying to purchase their first home. What kind of, do you have any loan products out there that would say benefit the first-time home buyer? Either helping on the down payment side or their monthly payment side.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, because there's a lot of misconceptions out there, because a lot of people are still, especially first-time home buyers, they're relying on their parents of what their knowledge was when they bought back in the day. So a lot of it was, hey, you have to have 20% down and things like that to have affordability or to be able to purchase a home. Well, nowadays there's a lot of different programs out there where it's low down payment. There's 3% down, 0% down. There's down payment assistance programs. There's grant programs. There's a lot of different options out there for first-time home buyers that may just be getting into their first career, don't have money saved up, whatever that might be. There is a ton of options that there are. And there's, depending on area of median income and things like that, of where your income level is, there's a lot of different options for better rates, better just qualifying standards and things like that. So
I love it.
Yeah.
What would you say is a common mistake that first-time home buyers make while they're starting their journey, just getting in the conversation with you?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, I think, biggest mistake that home buyers or first-time home buyers make is not starting soon enough in terms of talking to somebody in the financial world, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and it's really good to start up front and put a good game plan together, because there might be something tricky, whether it's credit or down payment or whatever it is, or income, that we might have to be strategic and kind of dig into stuff a little bit more to get it better suit them for their overall financial picture. So that's one big thing. Another mistake is people really like to spend their money on unnecessary things. So a lot of people, especially I remember coming out of college and getting my first career, immediately I wasn't thinking, okay, what is going to actually excel me further on, which would have been maybe to look at buying a home or something like that. Instead, I bought a new car. So I spent a bunch of money buying a new car that I could have used for a down payment, and then I also had that go against my debt to income with a bigger payment in general to be able to purchase. So we see that a lot.
Yeah. So we're just starting to enter spring market, and I'm starting to see signs of it now. And I feel like if I do an initial consultation with a buyer, maybe they haven't been pre-approved yet, it is best to get that conversation started. And like you said, if there's something we need to work on or planning, maybe, I actually did have recently 2 clients come in and no credit yet. And so they need to establish credit. So we're not ready to go. And they were ready. They were like, I like this home. But we hadn't even, we hadn't even had that conversation until they met with a lender. So that's all really great advice.
Absolutely.
How has the lending process changed at all over the last couple of years, or like what could a borrower expect?
Yeah, I mean, stuff has changed. I wouldn't say as much over the last couple years, but since everybody talks about the crash in 2008, a lot of lending restrictions and things have been put on us as a lender. So we have to be way more in depth with how we do stuff, how we pre-approve stuff, documentation we collect, things like that to really qualify buyers.
Do you think that is also preventative to part of what happened during those years? 2008 years?
Yes, absolutely. I think it allows us to truly qualify people. So we try to get people, if you're buying a home, we make sure that you're actually making the income to be able to afford it or something like that. And even a lot of stuff, you kind of hear the buzz with ARMs and fixed rates and things like that. So a lot of those were ARMs back in the day. Yep. And when those notes came due and that ARM readjusted and those rates popped up so much, people couldn't afford their homes. A lot of times, and the majority of people are doing fixed rate mortgages now over 30 years, 15 years, whatever it is. Yeah. And that also helps for stability and things like that when we're actually looking at affordability for clients to make sure they're not going to get into something they can't actually afford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get super basic. What does the pre-approval process look like? If you've never been through it, what's it look like?
Yeah, the first time is just a quick phone call. I like to always talk to every single one of my clients. It's usually less than 5 minutes. And it's just trying to get to know them, trying to figure out kind of what's kind of making them tick of why they want to buy a home. Some of the first-time home buyers, they want to buy because it's their first home. They don't want to rent. They want to start building their equity and worth and stuff like that. Others might be families that are now, we're expecting baby number 1 or baby number 4, whatever it is, they need a bigger home. So it's really good just to have a conversation to see kind of what's the reasoning, because then we can also look at strategic financial pieces, which would be like, okay, well, a lot of people say on the step up home, I want to roll all my equity into the new down payment.
Super common right now.
Yep. And sometimes it's like, okay, let's just take a look at everything overall. Let's look at, everything that's showing up in your credit, your liabilities and things like that, because you putting an extra $10,000 into your mortgage could save you $65 a month, $70 a month, or you could take that $10,000, maybe pay off a car loan and you save $600 a month. And all of a sudden your whole financial picture looks a lot better and you're more comfortable on a daily basis because of that type of situation. Yes. So it's not so much of a, yes, it's not like this is the home, this is what you can afford, this is your payment. It's okay, what is the best situation for you? And that's what we pride ourselves in on at least our team, is really diving in, not just giving, here you can afford this much. It's like, okay, what's the best situation for you guys overall?
Yeah.
So, and then from there, once we have that conversation, it's doing a quick application. A lot of people will do it online. People want to meet, more than happy to meet, but most people are just doing it online. From there, I like to usually schedule a Zoom call. Once it's set up, we go through all the different programs. We walk through all the details of what it looks like to get a mortgage, because there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of people that are, I don't want to say bait and switch, but there's a lot of people that are looking at different fees, or will throw different fees in there that, especially first-time home buyers, they have no idea what it means. And sometimes it's just natural for them to be like, I guess this is just part of home buying, but they might be paying extra in discount points to get a lower rate, just different stuff like that. So I like to walk them through every detail of what it looks like and talk about all those items and discount points and why it'd be beneficial or why it won't be and things like that. And to make sure that they're comfortable, because the last thing I want to do is send them your way and they're confused. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they're doing. And then they found the house that they love and then find out that they can't really afford it. And then it's just hard for everybody. So it's really kind of breaking down the situation for them. And so that they are 100% comfortable going into putting in offers.
Yep. What would you say the big difference is between working with a local lender versus an online,
for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of benefits working with like a local lender. One, we're on the streets. We're doing this stuff every single day. We're working with the local real estate agents, the local inspectors, everybody else. So the communication, the knowledge of hey, if my pre-approval comes over, hopefully I have a reputation good enough that you're like, okay, this is going to be solid because Shane's not going to stamp his name on a pre-approval that isn't solid.
Yes.
So that is a huge thing, because a lot of people right now online, especially online lenders, I could go and fill out an application online. I can just put all my information in and they're going to spit a letter back to me just like that without really verifying that I make X amount or have X amount in my bank or whatever else. And that is a dangerous thing, because you're in contract. And if you're on the sales side, you're hoping to sell that property and you're taking the word of whatever pre-approval letter comes across your table. So if it's not somebody that you can trust, local you've heard of or anything like that, that might rub you the wrong way, or you might have a different offer if there's two side by side. I'm guessing a lot of times you're going to go with somebody you know or local compared to an online type of situation.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. What do you find is the most rewarding part of your job? Because I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I never really thought about like this industry ever before I got my buddy asked me to be a part of it and things like that. But truly, like when you're working with these clients, you really feel like their excitement and the emotions and things like that. There's a lot of emotions that go into buying a home.
Yep.
And to be able to help them achieve that. And a lot of these clients that maybe never thought they had an option, or, you know, again, we talk about like down payment assistance, like I can't afford to buy a home. I don't have money, whatever it is. And we find out a way to make it happen. And then seeing the smiles and how happy they are on closing day, that truly is a rewarding thing. And I take it very personally on every loan that I do. It's not something that it's just like, oh, you're just another number. Like when I'm working with you as a client, like I truly care. If something comes up, I feel it emotionally as well. Like I don't want to let clients down. I don't want something to happen, and I'll do whatever I can to make sure we cross that finish line and everybody's happy. So
what lessons did you learn from your basketball days at UWRF that still have like are influencing you now and what you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think like the whole like River Falls, especially like the basketball side of stuff, there's a high level of like competition in general and stress. You know, as you know probably exactly what we're talking about. There's a lot of stress in our industry, again, to be able to perform. So having that athletic background and having those high stress situations and having to perform and stuff like that, I think that carries right into this business. And being able to work together as a team as well. Like in the basketball court, you're a team. In the real estate world, it's a team. It's my personal team as well as our team that we're working together. It's the real estate agents, it's the inspectors, it's the lenders. We're all together on that. And we all have one common goal with our clients is to give them a great experience and to get them in their homes.
Yes.
So,
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
As we're kind of wrapping up, is there anything that that we didn't talk about that you want to touch on?
No, I mean, I don't think there's anything. What I would say is, especially if you're looking to purchase or refinance or whatever it is, if you're doing anything on the home side of stuff, start talking to a professional ahead of time and work with the right team. Don't just do it because of, you know, what you might see out there or you heard something from your parents. Really like talk to the real professionals. And like on our side, it's like, if somebody comes to me, I know who I can trust and stuff like that. And I can refer stuff. Same with you, you know who you like, trust, and you've worked with and stuff like that. So again, it comes back to the whole team thing. There's a reason why we partner, we work together, and it's because we're very, we want the end goal. We want to make everything, you know, as smooth as possible, and we'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. So I just think with people kind of getting pre-approved or wanting to buy and stuff, start early, start talking to people, put a game plan together so you're ready and prepared. So,
it's not like you're pulling credit by having an initial conversation.
Correct.
So
correct.
It's just a conversation.
Yes, exactly. Yes, absolutely. So, but that's all I got.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
It's a great chat.
Yeah. And if there's any questions or anything that ever comes up, always feel free to reach out. I mean, I'm always available nights, weekends. We try to make ourselves available when other places aren't.
Yeah. And I didn't ask this, but how would we get a hold of you?
Yeah. It's super easy. You can reach me at my personal number, which is 715-577-5658. My email, shane.manor@fairwaymc.com. Website, Facebook. I got my stuff all over the place.
You're all over the place.
Or
I love it.
reach out to Sarah.
That's
She'll
right.
put you in touch with me. So,
absolutely. Well, thanks again. And we'll see you on the next episode of Beyond the Falls.